Yo, what's good, everybody? So yesterday we had the crazy updates. You know, the vector nerf, AR buffs, assault buffs. It looks like they're not stopping there. It's looking like I think this is going to be update 1.9. This is going to be probably the biggest update yet. My guess is they're doing this in anticipation of Twitch Rivals because they want to showcase the best form of the game, or at least a different form of the game than what they're seeing. I think that's a really good idea. Should be a sick idea. So yeah, let's just get into it. Little teaser right here. Update 1. Aim punch slash flinch will exponentially scale down based on damage received instead of a pistol on leg and sniper on chest giving same aim punch slash flinch. So a lot of people have complained about the aim flinch. It's especially when it hits super hard when an SMG spraying you across the map. You're like, what the hell? Why is this happening? So this is cool. I don't know if it's gonna be a 1-to-1 scaling based on the total damage or what, but overall you should feel really nice. It should feel like you're not losing fights because of aim punch anymore. I think that's a great idea. Good shit overall. I just hope that it's like not absolutely nothing. I feel like if you're in a sniper and you get hit by anything at all, you should get some, like, you should feel the flinch because you're zoomed in so much. Now, if you're using like a 3x scope only, then you should feel it less. I do think that the way they have it where in snipers, the flinch scales up due to how much you're zoomed in, that should stay the same. Because I think if you're using a 20x, if you get hit from anywhere, you should be flinching like crazy. But overall, this should be you should feel this heavy in AR versus SMG fights. I think that's where you're going to feel it the most. Because like sometimes if you get hit by 2 SMG bullets from far away, it feels like you've been rocked by an AR and it'll make your entire reticle go all the way to the right, all the way to the left. So seeing that change will be really nice in combination with the vector nerf coming in. So when the vector hits you with like 8 bullets from 30 meters away, now that's going to be doing no damage. So that should be giving you like no flinch at all. Solid there. Next thing, Oki goes on to say, game will no longer auto-lock squads when a party member reserves a squad for their party to join. Instead, a non-party member will be forced to change squad with their role. The reserve party squad is full while a party member is joined to server. This is huge. This should be getting rid of the squad lock problem that's super prevalent in specifically frontline, because the big thing in frontline is you always want to be in the fight, so squad hopping to spawn into people is big. And unless people are actively aware, their squads are always locking at like 6 out of 8, 5 out of 8, and it's just wasted slots, wasting time having to run back into the fight. So constant action. Honestly, I see this. This is going to probably make it so that the kill record is much higher than what it was before. So I'm choosed to see that, see how the real super sweats push it to the limit with automated no squad locks now. Next thing, Velasquez says that Wakistan whole objective F was shifted to the east by 222 meters with some additional ways to enter in the middle of the map. Basically that means F is going to be where C2 is on on frontline right now. That little train bridge that you're able to capture from the top and bottom. I think that'll be cool. Train fights are super sick in this game. You can wall bounce on the trains if you're light enough. Yeah, I think tightening up Wakistan is a good idea. Low key, because I mean people play Wakistan because they like the big clumps, they like the big nades, the big C4s. So F being all the way out there on its own little island kind of split the map super hard and made those wide flanks happen too much. This should concentrate most of the action. I wish they did something more on the far west side of the map because the west side of the map's really sick on there. Hopefully they use it to make like a CTF map or something. I don't know. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Wakistan's like when it's even more densely concentrated. Sniping should be a lot of fun because the F to like B bridge snipe, it was fun, but it was a long range sniper fight. Now concentrating it, I think will be just keep the speed of play a lot faster. Yeah, excited to see what it looks like. All right, next up, this is the big news. After a long discussion, it's apparent that the medic is the only class capable of enduring more than one fight. Other classes cannot survive a second fight after being shot, consequently making other classes very unpleasant to use based on this point. Players that are not medic will now be able to use bandage to heal themselves regardless of bleeding, gaining plus 40 HP each time bandage used. It is up to the player to decide whether to use it for healing or to stop the bleeding. Stopping the bleeding will also provide plus 40 HP. Now, he goes on to add a video with this. There's an example of it. So yeah, you see he's bleeding. Bandage. Look at that. All the blood off his screen gone. So normally, I think at 70 damage, it might be a little bit, it might be 65 or 60. That's when a bleed procs. So healing 40 of that back right away. If you, let's say you took 60 damage from a sniper shot, you heal 40 back, you can now tank another sniper shot. So this is big. This is also even though this is a big buff to all the classes, this is a big buff to medic too, because you bandage faster and you're now healing yourself on your bandage. So a lot of the times you have to bandage, swap to your med kit, and swap back to your gun. Now you just literally just do your bandage. And you could even double bandage because you have 20 bandages. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the medic plays around with this, with their passive that does faster bandaging. And let's see what else we got here. So yeah, he's healing himself to full now with his bandage. Heal the full HP. I like that. So you get a pop-up that tells you that. You don't see your health bar. So medic will still, looks like, be the only one that sees your true health bar while healing. So that's nice that they keep that uniqueness. So yeah, I took a little damage. Heal it up. Healed the full. Little damage. Healed the full. 90. Oh, it actually tells you your number. It says 90 out of 100 out of bandages, so he can't heal anymore. Okay, so it does tell you how much you have left. That's cool. So, like, you know the damage that most of the snipers do. So, like, being above 75, I think you won't ever get one shot by a sniper. So that'll probably be the sweet spot. That also makes so people will be running around with awkward HP, so certain guns will kill you faster. That's going to be sick. I think the really cool thing with this, though, is that classes like Assault and Support that both get the ammo box, you can resupply your bandages with your ammo box. So they're effectively going to have way more bandages. They're going to feel a lot more self-sufficient. And with all the other Assault changes right now, I could definitely see Assault making a nice push into the meta. Oki goes on to say that you cannot heal other players by bandaging. It remains the same as before. You can only stop bleeding or revive, but it would not let you heal them. Only medic can heal other players with their med kit still. So that means if you're reviving someone as a sniper, another sniper, you're not going to revive him back with 70 HP. He's still coming back with only the 30 HP or 20 HP, whatever it may be. And you won't be able to use bandages to heal them up if they're out of bandages. So the medic still retains its unique identity of being the only guy that heals other people. So that's cool. And I'm pretty sure medic will still be the one that sees other people's HP, like while they're running around in the world. So it still keeps that. I'm very curious to see how this works out. I'm definitely, as a medic, you're going to feel like before you felt obligated after the revive to heal people up when they weren't playing medic, but now you can kind of just leave them to fend for themselves. Medics dropping bandages is going to become a much more requested thing, I think, as well. You're going to hear a lot of people being like, yo, can you drop me some bandages? Because people are going to be burning through them now. Along with this, since everyone's using their bandages to heal themselves, non-medics probably aren't going to be reviving as much. I'm going to be kind of surprised if they are. Because, like I said, everyone's always going to be out of bandages. So support value, assault value is going up because they walk around with a free bandage resupply. That's going to be fucking awesome. Yeah. Next thing Velasquez says is that District's getting reworked. That's cool. And they're adding CTF integration. Super down for that. Sahan tanks are being removed because they exploit's still there with tanks being able to climb on the cliff, and everyone's seen it happen. It gets on the cliff and then you're just hard spawn trap. It just watches over any potential flank. And then here's a great change they're adding. CTF maps are adding more safe zones for teams. So that is right now you're kind of locked in to your only one spawn point if you don't have a squad mate to spawn on, and it funnels in the spawn trap super hard. So with this change right here, I think that there should be up to like 8 spawn points. If they can ever make a randomizer, that's the way I'd prefer it. I think that'd be big, just so you don't feel locked into squad hopping and spawning in on a squad mate. And this way you have multiple attack routes where people try to set up the spawn trap. Because as it is right now in CTF, it's both sides have 2 squads that spawn trap the entire game, and then the rest of the people in the map just run as a big ball back and forth, either mirroring each other's rotations or running into each other head on. So yeah, new spawn points will be great. But yeah, big thing here definitely is 100% this medic change. This is going to drastically change the shape of the game. I'm excited for it though. It should be very cool. This Saturday's patch is the biggest patch. Like, it already was with the vector nerf, but this is huge. I can't overstate it enough. I'm excited to see more engineers out there. It's going to be annoying because I think you're going to see a lot more engineers spamming rockets, but it's fine. It makes the game fun. These are a lot of changes to put in together, but honestly, they all kind of complement each other, and it will drastically shift the way the game is played, and that's cool. Like 2 months in to see this big shift, keeps the game fresh because it is hard. They're a small team to pump out more content, but doing these huge meta shifts, make it a new game. So I am super excited for it. And also shout out to the no squad lock. People have been asking that for a long time. Definitely going to see some 300 plus kills, I think, now with this. I do think that change alone will make it so the frontline sweats can break that 300 mark consistently. And yeah, who knows? It looks like they're adding things every day. So for all we know, tomorrow there'll be even more crazy changes added. I'm excited to see what they do, and excited for Saturday when this all goes live. And yeah, let me know down below if there's any stuff that like you still think that like really are bothering you, or the weapons that you think really need to be addressed ASAP. Because it seems like they're just knocking it all at the park right now. Yeah. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Peace.